Poirier fucking did it. Poirier.
Dustin knocked out Conor McGregor.
Welcome back to the channel. My name is Alexis. Thank you for clicking on the video. First and foremost, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Can you help us? You could also help us by liking the video and sharing the video. We would appreciate that greatly. To get into it real quick, this UFC 257 was a great one. It was awesome. It was one for the books. A lot of hype going into it because Khabib would come out of retirement if he was really impressed with these four, and also Charles Oliveira being the fifth lightweight fighters. So what happened? Co-main, Dan the Hangman Hooker versus you got Michael the Iron Chandler. We talked about it on the podcast, which we didn't get to post because we just got busy and I've been working most of the weekend. Well, all the weekend, obviously. But this one had a lot of hype just because it was just a potential number one contender fight as well. And you had Michael Chandler just starch. He starched Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker looked flat. Dan Hooker didn't look like he was ready for it. Michael Chandler looked dominant. Michael Chandler of, I guess, old self, Bellator, he kind of looked like that. He brought the left, I think it was the left hand, and dropped him. Done pretty much from there. It was a bunch of ground and pound, and then they called it. So with that, you go into the main event, and the main event was obviously Dustin Poirier versus Conor McGregor. The hype was there. A lot of people were pro Conor McGregor. You go into this Abu Dhabi, you thought they'd be anti-Conor, even though Conor is pretty much an international figure. But since the beef with Conor and Khabib was a thing, I thought that was going to be an issue, but it wasn't. People were doing the ole ole chant. They were doing all that stuff. But Dustin Poirier, first round, he knew what he needed to do was control the momentum. He knew he had to withstand all the punches and all just the movement that Conor was going to give to him, which in reality makes total sense. You know, best way to stop, like, I guess, potential big-time punches is put him in the ground or put him in clinch work and all that stuff. And that's what he did. He slowed down the pace. He slowed down the energy, and that caused a lot of issues. But what he also did that slowed down everything was the calf kicks. He leg works. He did all that. He put Conor's leg in a bind. He pretty much, his leg was done by the first round. But obviously, you knew that that was an issue, but how much of an issue with it? It's Conor McGregor. Let's be honest. Dustin, second round, continues the same thing. Conor McGregor goes forward. That caused a little shift in momentum because then you start seeing Dustin getting groove. He started punching. He got it. Dropped. He goes down. End of the fight. Herb Dean calls it. And Dustin Poirier, number one contender for the fight. And also, I mean, he's up for a title. It goes without saying, but it's more, is he fighting Khabib or is he fighting Michael Chandler? Is it Justin Gaethje? Is it Charles Oliveira? With watching the press conference, Dustin Poirier does not want to fight Michael Chandler due to the fact he just beat Dan Hooker and Michael Chandler beat Dan Hooker. It doesn't make sense to have that set up. So he thinks he should fight Charles Oliveira, with Charles Oliveira looking amazing against Tony Ferguson, which doesn't make a bad choice. Now you have the chance to do the sequel with Justin Gaethje, a much improved Justin Gaethje, and I'm talking Dustin Poirier versus Justin Gaethje, so that could be very interesting. And yeah, with that, I mean, you got the sequel as well with Khabib, but Khabib doesn't seem like he really thought everything looks as poppy as it can be. More, you know, it wasn't as extravagant of a win for both ends to come out of retirement. So, but what do y'all think? Comment down below. Let me know what y'all thought about the fight and everything. And I mean, I just thought the main card was pretty good all around. He had a couple knockouts. What was her name? Martinez, I think. It was not Martinez. It was Marina Rodriguez knocks out Amanda Ribas. It was a nasty ass punch, and then just a combo or selection of punches put together. It should have been, I guess. It should have been called early, but they didn't. Herb Dean decided to let it go. You know, Amanda got rocked again with another elbow, and it looked like a straight, and boom, Marina Rodriguez won. Then you got Andrew Sanchez. He's coming off a victory against a man that Floyd Mayweather loves greatly, and his name is Mahmoud Muradov. I don't know how to say that name. That shit's hard, but he looked great as well. Andrew Sanchez looked good, but what Muradov does best is he puts it all together when he needs to. The third fight of the night, which was or third fight of the main card, Jessica Evil Eye versus Joanne Calderwood, and Calderwood looked amazing. She looked like she was just a I think she looked like she was on a shift higher than Jessica Eye, and she was just putting everything together. And this could be the chance that she takes against she goes up for the title. So who knows for that? Her against the Bullet, and then obviously the co-main and the main. So everything really played out pretty good. I thought it was a really good UFC 257, a good pay-per-view all around. And I mean, I think today they just announced that it was going to be Francis Ngannou and Stipe Miocic for UFC 260. So a lot to come, but let me know what y'all think. I'm gonna just end it short, just a little reaction. And yeah, I'm Alexis, nothing less.